Hello. Hi, Megan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just gonna swizzle this about. Make sure I don't lose any of my ingredients. Good to see you, Megan. So, computer's working all right then, Megan, which is good. Good to see you. So just going to wait a couple of minutes, okay, Megan, and then we will make a start, okay? We'll give people a chance to get in. Maybe they're setting up their ingredients. So as you come in, say hi. You're wrapped up warm today. It's quite cold out there, quite icy. Hello, Bethan. Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All ready for some pancakes? Are you cooking with us today, Bethan, or are you just watching? Oh, fantastic. Well done. So Beth, we're gonna start at 20 past, okay? And that gives people time just to get in, just to make sure they're all set up before we go. And Megan, I think you've been in here as well before or watched. So we're going to go through the ingredients. Hello, Ethan. Welcome. Good to see you. Lovely. Good to see all of you today. So I've got all my equipment here. So this is where I demo from. I've got my stove here because we're going to need our stove today. Got a big pot here. Just been still hot. Just been cooking some beetroot. Actually, I better check they're okay. Oh, well done, Ethan. Oh, no, it'll go back on afterwards. I'm just boiling some beetroot. Okay. So we're nearly there. We'll give it till 5 minutes and then we'll make a start. And then what I'll do is slowly, I'll talk through what we're going to do today. I'll talk through the ingredients. Okay, there will be little breaks where if you're not keeping quite up, then you've got a couple of minutes to catch up. Okay, so we'll go each time. And remember, if you miss any of these, okay, you can play them back. And I leave them exactly the same. So I don't edit them down. So you can do them in real time at home again. So if you want to watch the video again and remake the pancakes, or so far we've done some chocolate muffins, we've done spaghetti bolognese. Last week we did a simple curry. So you can watch those back. All the ingredients are in the description underneath. So if you go into the comments below or the description, it will give you all the ingredients, okay? So if you're not cooking along today, it's absolutely fine. You can do it. You can either come here, just have a watch. You can place a comment to say hi and I can talk to you, okay? And you can ask any questions as you go along. Okay, so we will make a little start. So today we're going to be doing pancakes. Next Tuesday is Pancake Day. So I thought, as we don't do it till Thursday, you can get some practice in. We've got a couple more people coming in. We're just talking through what we're going to do today. If you've just joined us, hi Helen, good to see you. Okay, so today we're going to be making a couple of dishes. We're going to be making smash burgers with pancakes, okay? And then we are going to be making just normal pancakes as well. So I'll show you the recipe for that. All right, all of these recipes are adaptable, which means you can use them for sweet or for savoury. So that's the reason. We're doing a flat normal pancake and then we're doing a fluffy American style pancake. Okay, so here's some I made earlier. These are fluffy pancakes. Okay, so you see the size of them? They're lightly fried on either side. Now you can have them, you can put blueberries inside these into the mix. You can put herbs if you want to make them. If you want to make them savoury, yeah. So they're very adaptable. Also, if you cook too many, pop them in the freezer or have them for your lunch the next day. So when I said savoury, for instance, today I had this with some lettuce and a little salad and also some smoked mackerel. So you could have them, use them instead of toast. So you could have your beans on there with some cheese, anything like that. Okay, so that's what we're going to be making today. So we're going to start by making the fluffy pancake mixture or the batter. Then we're going to be making the flat pancake batter or just our normal pancakes. Okay, then we will shape the burgers. Okay, if you don't want to make the burgers, that's fine. It was just a way of showing you how to use the pancakes. So we're making burgers as well, and then we're going to put the pancakes together, make them into a burger bun, etc. So that's our main dish. All right. So we're going to start off. Is everybody ready? If you want to give me a thumbs up, you can. So first of all, we are going to make our fluffy pancakes. Now this will make 4 pancakes about that size, so about burger size. If you want to make them smaller, then that's fine. Okay, great, Ethan. Thumbs up, well done. Helen, ready, lovely. Thank you. So, first of all, I've got 135 grams of self-raising flour. I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and that makes things rise. Okay, half a teaspoon of salt, and that helps the baking powder to rise. Okay, if you do science and they talk about acid and alkali, then the salt is alkali and it helps the chemical reaction, because what happens is the the baking powder produces carbon dioxide, so bubbles. Okay, and then we have 130 mils of milk and 1 egg, and then we're going to need 2 tablespoons of oil. Doesn't matter what oil, olive oil, anything. So first of all, we're going to take a mixing bowl and put all your dry ingredients in. Okay, so in go your flour. Okay, that's self-raising flour, don't get it mixed up with the other one. And your baking powder and your salt. Okay, all in one bowl. So then I'm just going to give that a little stir. Okay, then I'm going to crack my egg. Now, if you want to crack it on something else first, crack it into another bowl. Sometimes it's a little bit easier. Okay, crack that in. Okay, eggshell in the bin or in your food canister. And then we're going to put the egg into the mixing bowl. Going to pour the milk into the mixing bowl as well. Okay, and then measure out. I have to be careful with this because the top came off. 2 tablespoons, okay, that's your biggest spoon of oil. I'm using vegetable oil here. You can use olive oil if you want to. Okay, you could use melted butter if you didn't have oil. So I'm going to pop that out of the way. And then you either want a whisk or a fork, maybe. Whisk is better. Or if you've got an electric whisk, you can use an electric whisk. And all we're going to do is very gently beat that together. Get that all mixed in first. Okay, you don't want to spill it. Okay, just go round and 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 round. Okay. Make sure you get right to the bottom. Okay, and just stir that round. Get right to the bottom just to make sure you got no bits at the bottom. Okay, and you should be left with a nice smooth batter. Okay. Okay. So if I tip this to show you, it might. There we go. So that should be a nice smooth batter. So we're going to put that to the side for the minute. All right, I'm just going to rest that on. Okay, now we're going to make the flat pancake batter. Now this one, in our recipe, I've got 2 eggs, 50 grams of plain flour, 100 millilitres of milk. Now, why have I got that? If you want to make a pancake recipe, then if you take a jug and you take the 2 eggs and you measure how much they are in millilitres, then you add exactly the same amount of flour. So for instance, 2 of these, I'm going to crack those into another bowl. 1, 2. That's going to be roughly 50 millimetres. Okay, so then we add the same amount of flour, so 50 grams. Now, pancake and Yorkshire pudding batters, very similar. Now, if I was making Yorkshire pudding, I would add 50 millilitres of milk. So it's 1, 1 and 1. 1 part eggs, 1 part flour and 1 part, well, we missed out, milk. Hello, Mr. Bell. Now, as we're doing pancakes, it's 1 part eggs, 1 part flour, 2 parts milk. Okay? All very easy. So if you've only got a cup at home, you can just use a cup and see how far it comes. So I've got my eggs and my flour in there. Now, what I do is I beat that now, and I beat it to a paste. And what I tend to find is that stops me getting too many lumps in my batter. So I beat all that flour down. Okay, so if you're looking at this, is a mixing bowl. Why is it round? Well, it's round so that we can go all the way down with our whisk and back up. Okay, if it's got a square bottom, it's a lot. Okay, so that's nice and smooth now. But all we do is add the milk in. Now, depending on whether you like a nice, thick English pancake or whether you want a little French style crack, you can put more milk or less milk. Okay, so that's our batters. So we're going to put those to the side for a minute. All right? So, quick tidy now. Okay, we'll move that out of the way. Lovely. Can everybody see okay? So you should have your thin batter and a thick batter. All right, keep your tablespoon. Going to need that. Okay, you're going to need a fish slice or a palette knife, whatever you've got. And going to need couple of frying pans, okay? So now we're going to get, have you got your mince? You're going to need your mince because we're going to quickly make the burgers. So I've got 200 grams of beef mince there, okay? You could use lamb mince if you like lamb mince. Mr. Mercedes, eh? Okay, so why are they called smash burgers? I'll tell you why they're called smash burgers. Because you just smash them together. Okay, now you might have a little burger press like this, which you can use. Right, if you've got one of those, you can use those. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to make 2 burgers. Or if you're using ready-made burgers, you can use 4. Okay, so all we're going to do is literally, I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on these. Okay, now all I've done is take this out of the packet. I've not done anything with it, and I've just cut it in half. Now, to make a nice burger, it needs to be crumbly as well. So what you tend to do, if you're really into your burgers, veg mince, you can use, boys, but it won't stick together very well. So you might have to add some other things, maybe a bit of potato or some butternut squash or sweet potato cooked and mush it down. Okay, then that will stick it. So all you do with this piece of meat, once you put that on, is literally just push it down and shape it into a burger. Okay? Just like that. So you're literally smashing the meat together. Now, if you're really interested in burgers and you want to know different cuts of meat that are used for burgers, okay, then have a look at DJ Barbecue. Okay, DJ Barbecue, he goes through what different cuts of meats and how to mince them, everything like that. So if you want to become a burger geek, go and see that man on Instagram. Or he's got a YouTube channel as well. So then, I'm just going to put those on a plate. Okay. You have to be careful because they will fall apart. Right, so that's going to be our burger. I'm just going to pop those up here. And then I'm just going to quick wipe down. Now, if you want to put salt and pepper in your pancakes, feel free. So both of these sets of pancakes, you can use them for sweet or savoury. So our fluffy pancakes, if you want to add some blueberries in there, you can. If you want to add some chocolate chips, if you want to put a little bit of sugar in, that's fine, okay? Now, this will do 4 pancakes, okay? And they'll be this size. So that's a tablespoon, all right? Or it'd be about a dessert spoon and a half. So I'm going to cook all 4 together, all right? Just for speed, all right? So if you do them one at a time, that's fine, whatever size it is. So we're going to put our gas on. Okay, then I'm going to turn it down to a medium heat. I don't want it too hot. Okay. So now we're on to our cooking. I'm just going to bring it over a little bit. Okay, so you're going to need your batter, you're going to need your tablespoon, and you're going to need your fish slice. Okay, or your palette knife, whatever you're using. You might be using one of these. You could be using one of these. Okay, so then I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook my burgers at the same time. But what you can do is you can cook your pancakes, then cook your burgers. But for this demonstration, I'm going to cook the burgers at the same time. So I'm going to have another little pan on the back. Okay, I'm just going to put that on. That's going to be on a medium heat as well. Now, these burgers you can cook as normal. So if you want to cook them in the oven on a tray, then you can cook them in the oven. If you want to cook them under the grill, that's absolutely fine. They'll take about 5 to 8 minutes. Just make sure that they're cooked all the way through. You've got one of those little probes, so got some oil in there. Okay, and then I'm just going to put them into the frying pan. Okay, don't have it too hot because you want them to cook all the way through. So once I've done that, I'm going to give this a quick wash. And I'm going to get rid of my raw meat board. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 pancakes. I'll do one and then I'll show you how I'm shaping it. So roughly about 1 spoon. All right, so get the spoon and then tip it downwards. Okay, so it falls off. And then what you want to do is you want to shape that so it's in a circle. Okay. And if it's bubbling too much, just turn it down a bit. Okay. It doesn't matter if it takes longer. Okay, so again, I'll go in. So I'm tipping that spoon down first of all. So it all goes in a pile. And then I'll just work it out so it's in a circle, roughly. About the same size as a burger. Okay, and you should see that this is quite nice and fluffy now. Okay, that's 3. I'm just about going to fit me 4th in there. Okay. At this stage, I've got a little bit more mix left, so I'm just going to pop a little bit more on there. Don't like having bits and bobs around the place. Once you've done it, finish it. And remember, guys, yeah, make sure you've got a bowl of hot soapy water. Okay, so while you're cooking, these go straight in the hot soapy water. Job done. And it's all soaking nicely. So I'm just going to quickly show you those. So can you see that? Hopefully in the coming weeks, I'm going to have 2 cameras. So you'll have one close up, one further away. So technology as such, I've got to learn how to use it. So my burgers, there you are. Okay, I'm just going to flip them over. Okay. So then literally you just cut a packet of mince up. That was 200 grams. So I have on the recipe put 200 grams or 4 burgers. That's 4 very thin burgers. When they say smash burgers, they're meant to be quite thin as opposed to your big ones. Okay, so we're going to wait on those. I'm going to have another quick clean down. So these should just be rising up. Don't want to colour them too quickly because they've got about a centimetre to cook through. Okay, and they're going to be cooked on just on the outside, and then we flip them over. So make sure you've got good hold of them. So, is everybody okay? Mr. Bell, yes, I cleaned my hands first of all. And I washed my hands when I was washing up the meat slice as well. I've also been making some chocolate cake today, which is very nice. Good, lovely. Well done, Ethan. Well done, Helen. Okay, so I'm going to turn these burgers down because they're doing quite a bit. Just turn those down. Give them another flip over. Okay. So, I'll take my other one. Now, if you can see, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Okay, so we've got that, and then I'm going to put this underneath, all right, just like that, and then whoop, over it goes. This one, 1, 2, 3, whoop. That one, 1, 2, 3, whoop. And then the last one, 1, 2, 3, whoop. So this, the next side, you want to cook slightly slowly. So you see the way they're rising up. Okay, so we can come back on here. Right, so while they're cooking down, just make sure we're okay with these. So once this one's cooked, we're going to start on the other pancakes. Okay. So our burgers, we're going to put together. So my burgers are nearly cooked. So everything can be ready. Now, bear in mind, these have been cooked. So 4 of these. So if you're only using 2, put 2 in the fridge for lunch tomorrow. Yeah, you can put some beans on it. You can have a fried egg on it in the morning. You can have some scrambled egg on it. Anything like that. So that could be your lunch for tomorrow. Or if you want free at the weekend, you want to make a load, then you can put them in for your lunches during the week, can't you? Freeze them. Job done. Right. Okay, so we're going to leave that pancake for a minute. That's our last thing we're going to do. So I've got here some lettuce. Okay, if you want those for your burgers, I love a bit of lettuce in my burger. Okay, and also some cheddar cheese. So what I'm going to do is I've got 4 slices there. I've just sliced off. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that on top and leave that just to melt slightly. Okay, and then I've got some mayonnaise. So I'm going to take my lettuce, and I like a bit of mayonnaise with it. So anything you like in your burger, I like maybe a big bit of tomato sometimes. So I'm just going to mix that together. That's going to be ready. So these should nearly be ready now. And what I'm going to do is to make sure, I'm just going to flip them back over. Okay, so this time it's a bit easier because they're almost cooked. Okay. And just to help my cheese do a bit quicker, I'm just going to pop a lid on it. Okay, so that goes back up. So what I'm going to do now is, these are the ones I made earlier. So I'm going to pop those out. One. Yours might need a couple of minutes longer, okay. Take your time, don't rush it. 3, 4. Okay, just going to give that a quick wipe. Okay, so let's go with these. Let's build these burgers. So I've got a plate. So I'm going to take my 2 buns. I'm just going to do bottoms. If you want to top on, feel free. I'm on a bit of a diet. Okay, so now lettuce goes on. Don't think you can have a burger without lettuce. I love the lettuce. Gives it a crunch. Yeah. So off we go. Got the lid off there. Take my meat spatula, and then I'm going to put my burger on the top. Okay, so there you are. Lunch is served. So you can put your sauces on, you can put your barbecue sauce, anything like that. Okay, all good? Are we happy with that? So if you want to finish off with those, and you can probably be eating those while I demonstrate what we're going to do with the flat pancakes. So I've got my pan still on. Okay, I think I'll probably do a smaller one because otherwise the big one might go. Okay, so on we go. So flat pancakes now. So most of these pancake recipes, unless they've got sugary, etc., are neutral. So you can do different things. Okay, we're just going to move you over a little bit. Try and get a better angle. So there you go. You can look at my burgers and see how maybe yours should look, because I mean, obviously this is perfection. Okay. So you don't want it too hot. So you know when the oil becomes liquidy, it's going to be ready. And usually the first one never works. I'm sticking to that. And hopefully my pancake isn't. Right, so should we give it a try? Now, you can put these in a jug if you want to, if they're easier to do. Okay, so let's get it up to the heat. So next Tuesday, you're going to have a flipping time. Make sure we don't have any on the ceiling. Okay, I'll give this a quick wash. Okay, then in we go. So our oil's hot. So we go in and then swirl it around a little bit. Okay, then just pop it back on. Okay, and then leave it to go. All right. Now you see that's still liquidy. Only when it's not liquidy, we want to get the first one a little bit crispy around the edges. Okay, so get this ready. Just see, make sure. Obviously, non-stick pans are best. Oh, we're looking good. Now it should start to look dry on the top. You don't want any liquid there. Okay, and then just ease it away underneath. Okay, so see that? Lift it up, gently turn it over. Okay. You don't want it too brown, probably a bit more browner than that. What are we making next week? Next week we are making sweet and sour prawns, boys, because it is Chinese New Year. And so you can make those with vegetables. Okay, you can put some tofu in. Do you like tofu, boys? Or you can make it with chicken or corn fillets. Okay, so that is nearly ready now. So I'm going to take that out and I'm going to fold that over. So there you are. Have a lovely pancake. Just fold it that way, fold it that way. Job done. So we can keep that and then microwave it later. Then we're going to go on to the next one. All right, I'm going to do another one now. Okay, probably don't need any more oil in there. You don't want to have too much oil. You do, Helen, do you? Are we all okay? How are our burgers? So, What can you put these with? Okay, I'll tell you a nice one is some smoked haddock or some chicken with some white sauce. I'll tell you what you could use. If you don't want to make the white sauce, I'll go and show you. I got some the other day. Okay, so there we go over. All right. Okay, so this is more what we call a crepe. So it's a finer. Okay, get these tins of soup, yeah? And they're called Campbell's, okay? You can get chicken. This one's a mushroom. So if you want to make chicken and mushroom pasta, that's your sauce. You can use that as your sauce. You don't have to let it down or anything like that. So what you could do is take some chicken, take one of these pancakes, put the chicken there, put a spoonful of the soup, and then you roll it up like a wrap and then bake it in the oven with some sauce over the top. And that's really nice. Okay, I'm just going to keep going and keep talking with these. So, everybody happy? So this has made, I reckon I make about 4 good pancakes, fairly thick ones. And we got 4 pancakes from the others. Okay, so if you want to make it, if you want to make more, then you can. 200 grams of beef mince. You can use lamb mince, you can use turkey mince, is really good if you like that sort of thing. Oh, I'm glad you're happy, Ethan. Good to see you. So you see how little. Now you could actually, make these. We've got Valentine's Day this weekend, haven't we? Sunday. Maybe make a pancake for Mum. Or even make some of these, cut them out with a heart-shaped cutter. How's that, eh? Have you got all your Valentine's cards sent off? You know what they say, can't be in it to win it. Miss BW, eh? Oh, I see. Mr. Tweed's not going to be happy. Okay, so there's the next one. Okay, and then, so see, you haven't had to put any more oil in there. And that's literally, that'll be our last one. Okay, is everybody happy? I think we are. So that's what we've made this week. So, our pancakes, a recipe for those. 2 eggs, 50 grams of plain flour, 100 millilitres of milk. Okay? Our smashed burgers. 135 grams of flour, 130 mils of milk, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of oil. Okay, 200 grams of burger. All right, that makes 2 burgers. Yeah, just some salt and pepper on those, and then any relish you want to. Okay. Turn these over. This is our last one. So next week we are making sweet and sour prawns. If you want to make it with chicken, that's fine. Have a chicken breast. Okay, anything like that. All the ingredients will be on the link here, which will be emailed to your Google Classroom. So if you go on your catering or cooking class in Google Classroom, there'll be a message on there by Monday with the link that you need and also all the ingredients that you're going to need for next Thursday, okay? I'll also put that up. We're winding down on using the dojo now, but I will put it up there this week, okay? And we'll see how many weeks we go. So next week, we'll be doing that, okay? So goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much. And I will see you next week. Same time. No problem. See you later. Bye.